Hey guys, KFARR back again once again. So we are going to break down this sovereign citizen video. He's going to claim every sovereign citizen gimmick in the book, and then he's going to say, oh, the Supreme Court just passed the right to travel. We don't need a driver's license anymore. I haven't heard about that. If you guys know what he's talking about, leave it in the comments section. I'm going to break down Sinise versus Roe for the 50,000th time, which gives the 3 points to the right to travel, and it doesn't mean anything that he thinks it means.
Traffic stop, sir. Were you not on the last traffic stop when you guys checked my driver's license? You pulled me over, did you not? The other gentleman pulled me over and you were on that traffic stop, correct?
I did not pull you over. I was not on that traffic stop.
But you were on that traffic stop. You pulled in when I was there, talked to him, and you were there at that traffic stop, correct?
I had nothing
Right over here, and I explained to him. So I've already explained to you, I have my license. You guys just pulled me over in this vehicle, and you were on that traffic stop, and he let me know because he already ran my license. He already checked my insurance, okay? You already know that I have this issue, so please allow me to go along my business, okay? I'm trying to go travel to get my mail. I just came...
Do you have driver's license, proof of insurance, and registration for this vehicle?
Sir, I do not have registration for the vehicle because I got the title and I lost the title, like I said that before. You already... Now, I have the right to travel in this country without a license to travel in my personal vehicle. You want to go there?
Do you have a driver's license?
I have a license. I surrendered that last time when I didn't want to.
May I see your driver's license?
Why? What's your reason for asking for my license? You can't ask for my ID unless I've committed a crime.
In the state of Oregon, you have to provide...
That's a federal law, sir. It's a federal law. That's my Fourth Amendment right to travel freely. You do not have the right to accost my right to travel.
Do you have...
Are you hearing me? You didn't hear it last time, and then he figured it out.
All right, guys, we're going to touch on a few things. He lost his title, therefore he doesn't have a registration. That seems like something you should probably be an adult about and figure it out. Maybe apply to get a new one. It's real easy through the DMV. Second, as per usual, the same thing that I'm always talking about. Let's scroll up to the top so you guys can see it. Sinise versus Roe. I'm probably butchering that, and I apologize. But we're going to scroll down here to the majority opinion. The 3 points to right to travel, the 3 components to the right to travel. To enter one state and leave another. See how it doesn't say in a vehicle. The right to be treated as a welcome visitor rather than a hostile stranger. See, it's missing that part at the end about in a vehicle. For those who want to become permanent residents, the right to be treated equally to native-born citizens. Nothing to do with a car, truck, van, blah, blah, blah. Yes, you can drive your car with no registration, no insurance, no driver's license if it's on your own private property. Once you roll those wheels out into the public roadway, you have to have a driver's license, registration, and in most states, some sort of insurance.
I have the right to travel. The Supreme Court just ruled. You don't have the right to stop me, sir.
What? That is crazy.
Yes, I do.
I haven't committed a crime.
You do not have a front license.
That's not a crime. What kind of crime is it? That's a moving violation. That's not a crime, sir.
Violation.
It's not a crime. You can't ask for my ID without a crime, unless I committed a crime, correct? Correct? Yes or no?
In the state of Oregon...
You cannot ask for my ID unless I've committed a crime, correct?
Listen to me. In the state of Oregon, you have to...
This is a federal law, sir.
Proof of ID.
A federal law. Do you understand? Federal law supersedes state law.
It is a misdemeanor to not have proof of identification on your state of Oregon. Do you have proof of identification on you?
It's a misdemeanor to not have ID on you in the state of Oregon?
Yes, it is.
Can you show me that law first? Can you please call your supervisor out here right now, please? Can you please call your I'm requesting a supervisor, and this gentleman is not giving me. First of all, I need your supervisor out here right now.
Supervisor's on his way.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Because you guys are harassing me now.
Nobody's harassing you. In all honesty, they would probably rather not deal with you at all, but because you live in Fantasyland, here they are. The Supreme Court ruled like damn near 100 years ago that the states can require you to have a driver's license to drive. So, unless some new Supreme Court decision came out that I've never heard of and nobody else on the internet has ever heard of and no lawyer or judge has ever heard of, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
You are harassing me. You were on that traffic stop, sir. You know that I've already been pulled over in this vehicle and explained to your office that I have insurance on this vehicle. And you already ran my license.
I have not run your license.
My license has already been run in the system, sir.
But
the last time.
Does not count for today.
Okay, and I wasn't going to, but I wanted to explain to him exactly how this law works. So we're going to get your supervisor out here, please.
This is a completely different traffic stop.
Okay, please get your supervisor out here so we can speak to your supervisor.
Well, hello there, Mr. Warner.
He was on my last traffic stop. I just bought this vehicle, Tom. They pulled me over and ran my license, which I let him in. Tom, under the Fourth Amendment, I do not have to need a license to travel.
You do on Oregon State highways.
But it's it's the Fourth Amendment, Tom. Will you please, you're the supervisor. Will you please look at this?
I'm not going to.
Will you please look into this, Tom? You're the
supervisor. I'm not going to argue with you.
I just got pulled over, Tom. They checked my insurance. They've already checked this vehicle.
Okay.
And this gentleman was on the stop. So why is he harassing me?
I'm telling you that on an Oregon...
Tom, I'd like to go along my way, please.
You have to have an Oregon driver's license.
Okay, sir, I'd like to go along my way, Tom. I'd like to travel freely and go about my way.
Driver's license.
I already showed him my license, and this gentleman was on the stop. See, that's my problem. This is harassment, Tom.
As the stop was being ended, I just backed up.
But that's what I'm saying. He was already there. I've already been let go, Tom. Please let me go, Tom, about my business. Or write me a ticket, because I'm going to take this county. If you don't understand, you guys need to stop pulling people over for harassing them. The Fourth Amendment gives you the right to travel without a license. The Supreme Court, would you guys please address that? Please address it.
So this is about the time when random people are going to get their keyboard fingers all warmed up and say, KFARR, your cop's planning. It's going to break it down for you real quick. If a cop comes behind you, a sheriff deputy, highway patrol, yada yada, they pull up behind you and you don't have a plate or don't have tags, they're going to pull you over. And then when they walk up and say, oh shit, it's this sovereign citizen, it doesn't matter. License, registration, proof of insurance. Just because they pulled you over last week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, 3 months ago, they're still going to ask you for the same shit. Your shit could have gotten, revoked, expired in the last day. Could have done in the last 12 hours. So they're going to ask for everything again. So I don't know why this guy's like, well, it was valid at some point. And also he said he lost his title, but now he's saying it's a new vehicle. So which is it?
Yeah, it's up there in the window. Dude, this is harassment, man.
I'm getting you to explain the stop.
You guys, I explained to the supervisor out here that I've already been pulled over in this vehicle, and they know this. This guy here was on the stop, and he's acting like he wasn't there. And he didn't come up in here and ask and already know that I've already been let go by this county. Because I have a valid license, and I have valid insurance on this vehicle. I'm just having an issue because I just bought it with the tags. That's all it is. So I'm just asking them to... Tom, will you please recognize what I'm saying?
Tracy, this is my traffic stop, okay?
Okay, that's your supervisor. So I'm not talking to you anymore. I'd like to talk to... I'm requested your supervisor, so you're out of the traffic stop. Please.
He's asking you for a driver's
Please.
Do you have a driver's license?
Sir, are you aware that it is illegal to ask me for my license under the Fourth Amendment? I have the right to travel.
When was it? I believe it was 1915. Yeah, that's how long the Supreme Court has been disagreeing with you.
Freely, I have not committed a crime, and unless I've committed a crime, you do not have the right to stop me. That's called accosting me. Tom, you know I know my rights, Tom.
That is something you feel free to argue that with the judge. Alongside of the road is not the place to make this argument.
Tom, I'm going to tell you right now, please, sir, your department has already checked this vehicle and let me go. And he was on that traffic stop. I'm asking you right now to be let go. If you ask me for my license, Tom, I'm going to go after. And I'll make us think about this, Tom. I've let you when I reported the murder to you, and you didn't do anything about it, Tom. Let's not forget that. I have that on my live stream, Tom. No, don't. Because do you want to look at this? Do you want to look at this, Tom?
I saw your live stream, and I know what you reported, and it was looked into.
How come nobody ever called me, Tom?
So
how come never anybody asked, Tom? So let me go about my business and freely travel, Tom, because that's all I'm doing here. I'm a United States military veteran, and I'm asking that your department, you to stand down, and if you accost me, I will sue your bond. Do you understand? I will go after your bond. You're bonded, and I will sue your bond. If you ask me for my life, I have not committed a crime. That's a traffic violation, and you don't have the right to ask me for it.
With you driving a motor vehicle and the knowledge knowing that you don't have an Oregon driver's license, there's reason for the stop.
So it's funny and not funny. He reported a murder in a live stream, and it was looked into, and he's upset because they didn't contact him for further information. Law enforcement rarely consults the village idiot before they do things, so that's probably why you weren't contacted. And he keeps claiming the Fourth Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, the Fourth Amendment. It doesn't say anything about your right to travel in a motor vehicle with four wheels and an engine down the public roadway. Sorry, it does not say that.
I do not need a license to travel, Tom. Tom, will you please recognize the federal?
I'm not.
So you don't recognize the federal you don't recognize my Fourth Amendment.
I'm telling you, the Oregon State
that you can't stop me unless I've committed a crime.
So are you gonna present ID? Are you going to present a driver's license?
Are you going to arrest me if I don't?
Are you going to?
You guys, these guys are threatening. I have not committed any crime, no crime at all. I have the supervisor out here, zero crimes. I've committed no crime, so they cannot ask me for my license unless I've committed a crime.
Mr. Warner.
For ID, that's called accosting me. You don't even have the right to stop me legally unless I've committed a crime. I know the law. Are you aware that the Constitution was ruled on 9 months ago that you have the right to freely travel?
So I think it's funny that I, along with others, can provide the actual case law that states that states can require you to have a driver's license, and I believe all 50 states do. And this guy can just say, oh, recently the Supreme Court ruled. Yeah, the Supreme Court ruled 9 months ago, but doesn't provide the necessary case law. If there was, KFARR versus, Michigan, and that gave me the right to travel without a driver's license, he should be able to quote that instantly, since that's part of being a SOVCIT, would be traveling without a license. You would have it tattooed on your forehead.
You have the right to freely travel.
Remain in your vehicle, please.
Tom, will you please recognize this? Because this is going to come up, Tom. You got to. You're a sheriff, Tom. Please recognize what I'm saying to you. Are you recognizing that the Constitution was ruled on 9 months ago, that the Constitution, the Supreme Court said under the Fourth Amendment, that if I'm traveling, I'm not engaged in commerce. Remember, Tom, I have a commercial license. And I'm not engaged in commerce. I'm traveling in my personal vehicle, which is not required to have a license.
I promise this will be the last break-in before the end of the video. There's about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes left. This guy's YouTube channel is about as large as mine, which means this video is more than likely monetized on his channel. Therefore, he is in commerce.
You are required.
This vehicle is not required to have a license.
Every vehicle in Oregon is required.
Not under the federal law. If you'd like to arrest me and take me to jail over this, I will fight this department and I will sue you, your bond, both of your bonds, because, Tom, you'll see, you guys got to start recognizing that the Constitution was ruled on.
Like I told you, you can argue this with the judge.
With the judge?
Absolutely, you can argue your case with the judge.
Why would I argue anything with the judge? I haven't committed a crime.
But you're failing to present your driver's license, which, one, that is a crime in the state of Oregon.
It's a I've already presented you ID, Tom. You've seen my ID before. You know I have a commercial license. Your department just pulled me over and let me go. Well, then, Tom, please just let me travel.
That doesn't work that way.
So are you threatening to write? I'll give you my license under threat that you're going to give me a violation. And that's illegal, Tom. So are you threatening to give me a violation?
I am not threatening.
I will present my license if you are threatening, if they are going to give me a violation. And that's illegal, but I'll give it to you under threat of a violation.
So if you do not have a valid Oregon driver's license, I'm checking right now.
I have, you know that I have a CDL. I don't even have a record, Tom.
Well, then all you got to do is show me your license. You can run
Tom, would you please, sir? Tom, you run this show out here. Sooner or later, this is going to come up, Tom.
Making this difficult.
I don't want to assume anything bad happened to him ticket-wise, arrest-wise, broken window-wise, but as you will see in the link that I'm going to post in the description, the video is labeled Part 1. And if you go to his page, there's no Part 2, 3, or 4. So, if I was to guess, it would be another sob-sit move where right before his world comes crashing down, he turns off the camera to save face for his viewers. I just checked. He's got 16,000 subscribers, which is fairly large for a sovereign citizen channel. And this seems to be one of the only sovereign citizen type videos on his channel. He seems to be a backwoods, off-grid builder, which, par for the course, when you're a sovereign citizen, you don't want to deal with people because people hold you accountable. Yeah, he seems like he went kind of wackadoo with the whole God thing, built weird shit, bought a shit box, didn't want to get it registered or a title, yada yada. But yeah, I'll let you guys investigate further. I've done my investigating into him so far, and I haven't seen a second part to this, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.